Ah, you mean the Thunder Tank. But to do that, I'd have to figure out how to make a tank track that actually works correctly. I figured out how to make a tank track that actually works correctly. And now, I'm going to show you how to do so as well. So let's hide all of this, and we'll make a far simpler one for the sake of the demonstration. Firstly, we need a cube. Shrink it way down. Flatten it. Scale it out a little bit. Something like that. Shift A, rotation scale. And now we need to add a curved circle. In edit mode, select everything RY90. Bring this up to where the bottom of the thing lines up with its origin at the 3D cursor. Select the top things, drag them down. Select the top one, drag it down. Now on our little tread piece, we need to come over to our modifiers and give it a array modifier and a curve modifier. Now, firstly, on the array modifier, we need to change it from a X offset to a Y offset. And now on our curve modifier, we need to select our circle curve. Then we need to have it being rotated around the correct axis, in this case, -Y. Now we add treads until it goes all the way around. And then we fiddle with our offset until they look correct. Take one more tread off. Increase the thing till it is like so. Now, if we simply select our curve and move it along the Y, we have rolling treads. Great! Oh. To fix it from freaking out if you move it in anything other than a completely straight direction, we need to take our tread tracks and give them some object constraints. Firstly, a child of constraint to our Bezier circle 4. So when we move this circle, it moves with it. Except now, it's not rotating with it. So we need to take the Y location thing off. And now when we move it on the Y axis, or forward and backward along Y, it moves forward and backwards. And if we move it to the sides, it follows it. But if we rotate it, it still freaks out. To fix that, we need to give it two more constraints. We need to give it a pivot constraint, targeting the same curve, and set it to the -Z rotation. And then we need to give it another pivot constraint set to the Z rotation. You can have the Z be the first and the negative the second. Doesn't matter, but you need both the negative and positive Z rotation pivot constraints. And when you do that, it no longer freaks out when it's moving at a weird angle. Now, to have a wheel object that moves with it, we'll just take a simple cylinder, RY90, scale it down, put it up here, scale it up, about like so, and so we can tell when it's actually moving. E, inset, then we'll select some random faces, just so we know that it's rotating. Now we will give this a rotation scale, so it's facing the correct thing, and we will add a temporary body. Now, to do this correctly, you need your main object you're going to be moving around. In this case, I'm using a cube as a placeholder, but it would be the main body of whatever vehicle you're using otherwise. So, first things first, we are going to take our circle and parent it to the cube. So now when we move the cube, it all moves. We can take our wheel and parent that to our curve. But of course, this wheel isn't rotating. To make this wheel rotate, we need to select our cube, go over here, hit Item, Transform, and take this cube's Y location and say Copy as new driver. Then on our wheel, in its X rotation, paste driver. And now when we move the cube, the wheel very slowly rotates. To fix that, especially considering it's rotating in the wrong direction, we need to select the X driver, the driver on the X, hit Edit Driver, and first change it from average value to scripted expression. To make sure it's turning the right way, we put a negative in front of the location, and to make it spin faster, we will multiply it by 10. You can pick whatever multiplication you want. I'm just doing 10, so it's real obvious. And now when we move the cube, our wheel rotates and our track rotates, and we can rotate it all around, and it works. Now, there is one more problem you'll need to know how to fix, because, well, it works perfect on the right side now, or suppose left side, depending on which way you're looking at it. If we copy it, and then set our cube, we snap our 3D cursor to the cube, select our new curve, mirror that on the X global, set our thing to 3D cursor, mirror our duplicated curve on the X global, put it to the other side, put our thing back to median. When we move this, it's all kinds of wonk. To fix it, we need to take our new curve, mirror that on the X global after setting it to be off of our cursor, so it's facing the right way, and then flip our other wheel again. And now, it rotates correctly. What are you still doing here? The video's over. There might be some for you up there, or some for you over there, but there's nothing left here, so hit the YouTube buttons and move on.